Well, hello. It's my pleasure to be here with YourTV to give a update on the City of Belleville as we deal with the COVID-19 virus in our community. And I want to start off by saying thank you to YourTV. They have been a wonderful partner to try and get communication out. And both myself and Belleville City Council and all the men and women working for the city really appreciate it. This is the first week of June, and it's surprising to think that it's been 11 weeks ago since we first started back on March the 16th. But we've dealt with this day by day, and we've been working really hard. So I'm happy that we're here today. We've had a number of great news announcements over the past couple of weeks. On Saturday, the marinas for the City of Belleville, we were able to reopen them, both the one at Victoria Island as well as the one at Myers Pier. And I want to thank city staff who worked so hard to prepare those facilities to have them ready. But it was great to see the boats in the water. The Bay of Quinte Yacht Club, which has been around since 1876, they were able to get their boats all lifted into the water on the weekend. And they did it in a socially distanced, safe way. And it's going to be a different season for all of us, but it's nice to see the boats return to the water. So basically all of our parks, our fields, our garden areas, they are now all open. But I think residents will find that this year will be a little bit different when it comes to those facilities. And that's going to be because they're not going to be able to be maintained at quite the same levels we had in the past. We are very concerned and very conscious of the financial impact on COVID on all of our residents and our businesses, but also on the City of Belleville. And so part of our action has been to reduce the staff that we hire for the summers to help us with those facilities by about 2/3. And that's going to save us well over $200,000. But the downside of that is that they are playing catch up now as we reopen some of those green spaces. And all I ask for is for people to be patient and to have some understanding. No one's wanted to have this COVID-19 situation brought before us, but we're dealing with it as a community. I have seen amazing generosity and kindness and compassion. And I just ask people to continue to have a little bit of that when we deal with our green spaces. We will get the grass cut. We will have the garbage picked up. It may just be a little bit slower than we're used to. And then we're all looking forward to the summer of 2021 going back to normal and being able to maintain our higher standards. I also want to talk to residents a little bit about finalizing our 2020 budget. We had done the capital part of our budget, which is all the investment in infrastructure. So roads and water system upgrades and vehicles for our community. But now we're dealing with the operating side of the budget. And yesterday I was fortunate to have an interview with the CTV National News talking about the federal government advancing about $2.2 billion to municipalities across the country. Here in Belleville, that equates to about $3.1 million in our budget. Now, this is not new money. This is money that we were promised previously under the federal gas tax funding program. But we've got it about 6 months earlier. And so that's good news for us because it gives us a little bit of extra help for cash flow. But that money is restricted in how we can use it. It has to go towards capital projects on the investment or the infrastructure side. So we are still hoping that the federal and provincial governments can come together with a municipal package to help us. The Canadian Federation of Municipalities and the Ontario Association have both put forth a proposal that Premier Ford has brought to the Prime Minister and all the premiers, and we hope that they'll be able to make some decisions to help us. We are not just dealing with the fact that many of our businesses and our residents are out of work at this point, and we're uncertain about our future. We as a city are also dealing with impacts on our revenue streams. For example, we have seen a reduction of about 90% in the ridership of our transit operation, 100% reduction in ridership in terms of the revenue we receive. But we've tried to maintain this as an essential service because we know residents need to rely on it, as well as the fact that we had waived bag tags for a certain period of time in the spring. Now you need to have bag tags on all but one bag for pickup, and then starting July 1st, we'll be moving to no pickup without bag tags. But these things all cost money to municipalities as well. and we're trying to do our best to help our residents, and we're counting on the federal and provincial governments to help out with that. Again, it's been a lot of work. We're still uncertain about the future. We're hoping that Premier Ford will make some announcements in the next few days about more relaxation of some of the restrictions in our community. We have done phenomenally well. With only 43 cases, our positivity rate is below 0.6% in a region. And that is a testament to the work that our residents and our businesses have been doing. I've been so pleased to see, as I've been traveling around the city, that since retail has been allowed to open up with curbside access, I've been amazed and impressed by the steps they've taken to keep their customers safe, but also how willing people are to follow the rules in these uncertain times. And I just want to tip my hat to everybody. So that is the situation. We have another city council meeting coming up the week of June the 8th, where we'll be conducting business again. Today, I'm not able to say whether it'll be done electronically or in person. We'll wait and see some of the decisions by Wednesday of this week. But I am really pleased to see how everyone is rallying together. Again, I know that we've been used to being able to use our green space, and proud of the fact the grass was cut well and it's well maintained. We still want to be proud of that, but this year we're going to have to understand that it may just be a little bit different from previous years, but we will still focus on providing those services to residents. And I, on City Council, we remain here for you. If you have any questions or comments, go to the City of Belleville webpage. You have all of our contact information there. And we wish you to be safe, to wash your hands, and enjoy the next week until I have my next update. Thanks again to YourTV and everybody there, and have a great week.